Good morning and welcome to today's intention. It's been a while. I have to apologize. It's been crazy. I'm getting married, organizing everything. So it's just been doing them. I just haven't had time to record them. So we're going to do one today, and then I'm probably not going to be able to do another live one or new one until September. So we'll just let all the others stand if you would like a daily guidance. And if not, we'll see you with bells on again in September. Today's focus is super important for me right now. And that is the idea of letting go, process, the release. Letting go is something that I have struggled with. It's easier said than done. People just say, well, just do it, just let go. And you just want to shake them and go, okay, but how? And it is something that you practice and it's something that you endeavor to attain. For me, anyways. And letting go, let's focus on this today. And that means letting go of anything. So it can be letting go of, old clothing or, old useless items that are hanging around. It can be less material and more ethereal. It can be a letting go of resentments, letting go of anger, grudges. It could be about letting go of people. It could be of letting go of things. It can be letting go of an idea or belief that is holding you back. So there's so many areas in which you can expand this practice into. So wherever you find that you're hanging on to stuff, it's not really serving you anymore. It may have in the past, it's not anymore. And today we're just going to keep that in our sphere while we're doing our work, our inner work, and see if we can't find a little bit of release, a little bit of letting go. Now I've got so much work on that to do, but I have been making some headway and it does feel good. I feel a bit lighter. I feel a little bit freer, and that's the goal, right? We want to feel light and free. So that's what we're doing here, doing some good healing. So just keep that in mind. Today's concept is letting go. And we're going to go for about half an hour now and do this empowered intention meditation. So please find a place to sit or lie down with your eyes closed where you won't be disturbed. Go ahead and close your eyes. And we're going to start, as always, with a few slow, deep breaths. Take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to let go right away of all your worries and concerns right now. Just let them drift up and away from you into the atmosphere. You don't need them for the next 30 minutes. You'll live, I promise. And for the next breath, fill your belly up full. And when you exhale this time, I want you to feel like you're sinking into your seat, into the ground, into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next last breath, I want you to breathe in full into your belly again. And this time, I want you to let go with a sigh. Use your voice here. Just let go. Ah. Good job. Okay, now we're going to focus on the body. If you could bring your awareness down to your feet right now, we're going to make sure our body's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. Bring your attention down to your feet and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are these wonderful, loyal servants that just want to do our bidding. Sometimes we just need to ask. If you can and you're sensitive, if not, just imagine it. Feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground, into the roots, curling into the roots of the forest. And then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet, allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. And we're going to move up to the ankles, the shins, the calves, the knees. We're going to feel everything relax. In every area or part that we touch upon right now, I want you to allow to revert back to its original blueprint of perfection that we began with. Just healthy vitality flowing. There's no pain, no inflammation. Everything flowing exactly the way it should. And then we move into the upper legs, the buttocks, the hips, the pelvic area. And we feel everything loosen. A lot of tightness in those areas that we often don't acknowledge. Just pay attention right now and really try to loosen those areas. Then we move into the inner organs, the rib cage, the breast, the chest, the full back and spine. Everything softens. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Your neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we move up to the skin of our scalp. This is where tension can hide sometimes. So I want you to just release anything that you're finding there right now, almost as if your ears could wiggle. Sometimes they do. Then we move down into the jaw and we allow it to unhinge, open up and receive the breath of life. And then we feel all of our facial muscles melt into this pool of perfect relaxation. And see if we can't get our eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. Moving inwards, we ask our right brain to relax, and then our left brain to relax. And now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're going to invite our minds right now to have a seat on the couch and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council, but just take more of a back seat for a little while. And now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts, and they're usually moving so fast. Let's enlist the help of the elements to help us deal with them today. And we'll start with the element of fire. It has a beautiful tool for this job, as it naturally burns up anything that no longer serves us, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn of the ashes. And we can see the sun as a representation of fire today. So I want you to imagine yourself standing in the healing rays of the sun. You're feeling the warmth radiate from your skin. And maybe the light, even behind closed eyelids, is bright, maybe glowing a little bit red or yellow or orange. And just let that soak in. And then we're going to turn to the element of water, which is an ideal tool for dealing with our thoughts, as it naturally retains memory in each drop. So let's envision ourselves standing in a gentle river. We're feeling the coolness and splash of the wet water against our skin. Maybe feeling the tug of a current a little bit on us. And then we observe. We watch as all of our negative patterns and old traumas simply detach and float downstream. That is a beautiful letting go. And then we'll call upon the powers of the air So we're feeling the breeze against our skin, maybe raising a few goosebumps, our hair being tousled about a little. And the air's beautiful power is to cleanse us of our stories. The stories we tell ourselves that we make believe to be all true. And these beliefs that no longer serve us. These stories about things from the past. And we just are amazed to feel them latch onto the wind. Just be absorbed by the wind as it goes by us and relieves us of those burdens. And finally, we'll call upon the element of earth with its beautiful magnetic properties to attract and stick to it anything heavy, any burdens that we're still carrying. We're going to let those go and let the earth deal with it, trusting her to transform those energies for us into something higher vibrational, perhaps akin to a seed sprouting to new life. And just enjoy that feeling of lightness. And now we're going to take the journey from our head space to our chest cavity where the heart resides. But just before we do that, I want to just remind you of one point important about our thoughts. The idea is to not eliminate the thoughts. What we want to achieve this beautiful, generous present moment of peace where the thoughts are still is just to allow the thoughts to come and observe them, just let them pass by. And if they hijack you and drag you away on these wild rides with them, as soon as you recognize it, just gently, gently bring yourself back to the present moment, to your breath. And it's just continually the practice of bringing yourself back sometimes. And eventually you'll find you'll be able to stay in that beautiful, peaceful state longer and easier. Okay, now we're going to journey down to the heart cavity or the chest cavity where the heart is. We're going to use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. So I want you to envision this. I want you to actually feel sensations in your body as you take this journey. So you hear the light tapping of your feet, your bare feet as they go down the steps. And you're feeling the warm grain of the wood underneath your fingertips from the railing. And you're feeling the buoyancy as you glide down the staircase. And as you arrive on the platform in your chest cavity, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps there's a gate with a lock on it. Maybe there's a wall that's been built. This is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I want you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have a VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So I want you to go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open a little bit, and brilliant beams of yellow, golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. Just take a moment right now to go there and be in that blissful place. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now so we can experience our light being or our energy being as opposed to our physical body. I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're floating there, kind of existing like a light cloud. Very blissful. And everybody has a very unique color and texture to them. So I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. It doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with that flow right now. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this, and there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. So one of the things that you might encounter when you first join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point, on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We're all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all the same pie, bringing slightly different flavors to the same pie. Now, this Nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. It's a place of miracles, of spontaneous healing, and a wondrous capacity to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of here. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention, because we can. So I'd like you to go ahead now and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious detail. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like it if you could fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now, completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your mental body's full of clarity, your emotional body's balanced, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we can trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. Anytime we need guidance or teaching on this, it is amply available to us. I want you to go ahead now and just feel this wondrous vitality flowing through you, this perfect health. Now I want you to extend it to include your friends and family, this bubble. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces too. Then expand it to include your community and then the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. It's just a matter of intending it and sending that frequency out. Now let's talk about abundance. There's plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts too. So maybe we could travel around once in a while. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and dreams in life. Each of us, we're seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. And when we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we each have an innate need and desire to contribute as well. So when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? If you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay, don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings right now to usher it in, and that will bring that information to our conscious level. So I want you to generate feelings right now of wholeness or completeness that you felt in your life before. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of your day of being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning, excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now, we just did this for the entire world, so what does that look like now? And I want you to envision this as all already happened. It is done, so say we all. I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we are living on a planet free of pollution, living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together. Inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And we are doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But for today, let's celebrate this life together in song, in dance, in music, in laughter, in playing, in art. I'm seeing us all at this huge outdoor music festival. all the relationships healing, everybody simply rejoicing. So amazing. And I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing all the smiles on strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. Truly magnificent. Let's do one more thing while we're here together. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something miraculous happens when we remember who we are, this light, this love. All of a sudden, the heavier, lower energies just fall away, the anger, the resentment, the judgment, the greed. And all of a sudden, everybody tends to operate under the same principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief. What joy. Even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the anger and fear simply rising up off our collective shoulders into the atmosphere to be transformed to a higher vibrational frequency that's more in tune with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. I'm sensing all the connections clearing, cleansing, opening up, communication flowing. So beautiful. The atmosphere is just so smooth. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. Now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, whether you're out having a blast with a friend, or you're going for a walk with your dog in the forest serenity, or you're out for a swim in the lake on a hot summer's day, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I want you to stop in your reality right now and just that you've created and just look at all the beauty that surrounds you, all the natural beauty and all the man-made beauty, and just drink it in. You are so worthy of this beautiful reality you've just created. And now I'd just like to connect with a little bit of gratitude before we finish. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this wonderful life. Thank you for all my experiences and lessons. Thank you for this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all the beauty. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with light and love and healing and energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I want you to take your entire created reality that you've made and build it up as an energy ball in your center right now, in the solar plexus, heart space, the dantian. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt: fulfillment, joy, the peace, the gratitude. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And when we exhale, we're going to release and share that energy with the world to create reality. So here we go. We're going to take the breath in and build up that energy ball. Build it, build it, build it, build it. And now you can release and share it with the world. Exhale completely. Give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with life, love, healing, energy, light. Good job. I can just feel all those concentric rings of energy encircling the globe, creating a reality of peace and prosperity. Well done. Now we're going to come back into our bodies proper. I want you to wiggle your fingers and toes right now. Maybe shift your limbs around a little bit. Really come back in. And when you feel you're ready to come back into your space or the room, open your eyes. And just notice how you're feeling right now. At peace, relaxed, hopeful, creative, insightful. I want you to know that you can come back to this state of being at any time with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why I'm demonstrating this, to teach people that they can learn this process and then bring it into use like that with a single breath. So with a single breath in, you relax your body, you create your reality that you want, and with the breath out, you release that frequency to the world. And that's why we do this practice. And when we put our energies together in this way, I mean, it's very powerful doing it on your own, but when we put our collective energies together in this way, our power to shape reality becomes exponential. It's just incredible. So thank you for joining me in these intentions. Whether it's live or recorded, it all works, it's all good. And if you have experiences with doing these intentions, please feel free to share during the chat. It's a closed group, so it's quite safe. Or if you have any questions, as an experiment, if you have not been trying the single conscious breaths yet, and you've been doing the other practices and you're quite comfortable with them, give it a shot over the next couple of weeks. See what happens for you. See what synchronicities happen. See what shifts might occur for you. And just enjoy that. And I hope that, myself included, we all are able to let go of some stuff right now so that we can be freer and lighter. That's my wish for you all, and I'll see you again very soon.